My name is Adam. I've been an RC addict for probably about 15 years now, and it doesn't matter if it's cars, drones, airplanes, helicopters, RC excavators, you name it. I cannot stop buying them. It is just, it's uncontrollable, and it's at the point now where I can't focus at work. I'm losing my job. My wife is thinking about leaving me. It's just like everything is falling apart around me except for this awesome collection of RC vehicles. And I'm not really sure how to deal with this issue, and it's consuming my life. But I think all I can do for the time being is
keep buying some more freaking cars, baby. Let's go. And guys, just remember, don't tell my wife about all these purchases. It's getting a little out of hand. Boys, we got the LDRC Skyline rear-wheel drive with a gyro indoor RC drift car. This thing looks absolutely sick. I've wanted one of these for a while. We finally got one. Let's check it out. I don't know what it is about these things, but these kits just look so sick. I've wanted one of these things for such a long time. I've seen a video Tom Lee RC did on one a little bit ago, and ever since then, I had to have one of these guys. So let's see what comes inside of the box here. All right, first up, we got a instruction manual, a 2-cell 500 milliamp battery pack. We've got, looks like maybe like light diffusers or mirror parts, maybe something like that. Door handle pieces, well, just some scale details, little spoiler here. And a USB type A to balance lead charging cable, and a screwdriver. Don't think I said that. Let's go. All right, so we do have a full-size transmitter, which is really nice. A lot of manufacturers, when you get smaller cars like this, give you mini controllers just like so. And yes, these do everything you need them to do, but they're always just, you know, a little bit small and more on the dinky side. But not this guy here. LDRC hooks you up with the full-size transmitter, so this is going to do a really good job. Got power switch on the back here. We got a peel here, is that what that is? Nice. All right, so a few different buttons here. It looks like a button A is a short press to switch between high and low throttle mode. Button B is a short press to switch between large/small steering. And button C, short press to turn the lights on and off. Sweet. And then over here, I believe this is the knob to adjust the sensitivity of the gyro, because this guy does have a gyro, which is gonna make it absolutely sick for indoor drifting. And then steering trim here on the left side. Blah, 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 I know. It's beefy, holy crap. I guess it is diecast. That's right, diecast. This is all metal. This whole body, solid freaking metal. It's, wow, super high quality. This looks absolutely freaking sick. I've never had a Skyline before. The only other small indoor little drift car I have is this WRX here. But this is the only Skyline in the collection right now. And I got to admit, like I said, this thing looks absolutely freaking sick. Obviously, this is going to have full proportional steering, gyro. I believe it just comes with one battery, unless they happen to sneak one in here on us. Wouldn't that be a nice little treat? Ooh, a nice treat we have. Another 2-cell 500 milliamp battery pack is already installed in the car, which is freaking sick. All right, wonder how much battery these have. I'm not sure if I can actually check it on this. 60%, that's enough to mess around with this guy in the garage. Absolutely. Why do people gotta keep putting screws on battery compartments? It's like one thing that a lot of cheaper RC cars always have, and what a pain it is. AA batteries here? That's not a great sign. I'm putting batteries in. We're not getting any lights here. Oh yeah, oh, look at this. This is how it came from the factory. That tab there, I believe, is supposed to be flipped down like so. I don't think that was making contact with the battery. That's probably, yeah, it turned on immediately the second I did that. Okay, that's interesting. Kind of dangerous. You could potentially like short the batteries out or something, so make sure you double check that if you happen to pick up one of these cars. Real quick, just gonna throw all these covers back on. All right, let's check this guy out. So switch C is, oh, I did not hit switch C. All right, so Switch C does change the lights on and off. Does it have tail lights? It does. Oh, and they're functional. Let's go. That looks sick. All right, headlights, probably leave them on. Let's try holding down. Short press on button B is going to go from small steering mode. Let's see if we can see this. Oh, so that's super aggressive steering there. And then that's less aggressive steering. All right, and then button A is to switch between high and low throttle mode. So I believe that's high throttle mode. And it is proportional steering and proportional throttle, which is good to see in this price range. That's got to be low speed. Yeah, so light on the controller. High speed, slow speed. Oh wow, look at how aggressive that gyro is. It's got to be... Oh, and that was only at 50%. Look at how aggressive this freaking gyro is. What the heck? Okay, that's 100% sensitivity, and that's 0. And you can see we go up to about 50% here. It's just doing just a little bit, and then full. Wow. Okay, I cannot wait to freaking try drifting this thing. And then you do have your steering trim here as well. So, pretty cool. All right, let's give this thing a shot. I'm probably not gonna put the spoiler on right now. Actually, wait, does this just, actually looks like it might just clip on. If it's just gonna clip on, I'll probably do it, but I'm not one to spend, 45 minutes gluing on freaking door handles and all that stuff. Doesn't add enough for me, might do it later, but for the purpose of this video, this is how we're gonna run this thing. Thing looks freaking sick. All right, let's try it out. Got enough power, leaving a little mark on the table. Let's go. Just want a couple things to try drifting around here. That should do the trick. Okay. Ooh. All right, let me keep trying this. Ah! It's like every time I think I'm starting to do a little bit better, I get like 2 more turns in, and I spin out just like that. I'm gonna try turning the gyro down a little bit more. Maybe I should go into short steering. Oh wait, okay. I was in short steering mode before. Now we're in high steering mode. I gotta put this camera down for a second and just try to drift this thing. You guys are gonna have to go back up here for now. All right, again, this is high steering mode. God, I still feel like I'm just fighting the gyro wicked. Ah! Ah! So hard!
Hey, that's what she said.
You know what doesn't help either is the difference between the painted concrete and then this harder stuff where the paint's been chipping off. It just goes from like pretty freaking slippery to a little bit coarser, and I think that's causing a little bit of my issue. Check this out. This actually, it has functioning blinkers as well. When you turn right or left, the lights turn on your blinkers, and that is also the same here on the front, as you can see, which is kind of cool. All right, so this car is super cool, but it is unbelievably freaking hard to control. I've spent the last like 30 minutes or so down here trying to get it to work. I have adjusted from the high throttle mode to low throttle mode to high steering mode to low steering mode to turning the gyro down to all the way almost off, all the way up, in between, and I've tried combinations of all of these together, and I am having such a hard time trying to get this thing to drift in a predictable way. There'll be like a few times where I'm like going around a corner and like I link like 2 corners together, and then the freaking thing just spins out and it's a total spin out. I was gonna say disaster, but it's not really a disaster because nothing's breaking, I guess, but it's just, I think this is too I think this is too heavy. Like, because it's all metal on top, this thing weighs it feels like 1.5 pounds to me, which for a car this small, it doesn't drift well. This literally probably weighs 20% of this. I know it's a little bit smaller, so of course it's going to be a little bit, or a lot lighter, but the weight to scale ratio on this compared to this is a lot better. Oh, I didn't see it. This guy actually has little shocks too, which is kind of cool. Squirrel. Anyways, it's so close to being such a fun vehicle to mess around with. And I know a lot of it's probably me. It's the the mix between the painted floor to the non-paved floor. It's super slick on one side, and then it hits a rougher spot and it spins out. So part of that's me. I know I've seen Tom Lee's videos of this thing, and I know that it can do better than this. I believe he was drifting around a really hard, thin carpet. Maybe that's what I need to do. I don't have, I don't know. I don't have any carpet to be able to try that out on. So, I want this thing to be good so bad, and I'm hoping that it's just me and I can probably make this better in a different environment other than this. But for today, this is the environment I have to work with. Maybe someday I'll have a big carpet drift track or something that we can try these guys out on. But I think that this is cool, and I think it has a lot of potential. I think if you have the right environment set up for it, I think you gotta find either a nice basketball court, a tennis court, something that's pre-painted but is really smooth. I think that's probably where you're gonna have your best luck with this thing. Or maybe if you have a really thin piece of carpet, something like that. A really cool vehicle. The fact that it's all metal is not something we see in RC. Usually, you get a metal chassis, which is the opposite of this. You get a plastic chassis, metal body. It's the total opposite of every other RC car that we have here. Link in the description down below. If you guys want to go pick this thing up, it is a Amazon link, so I will get a small kickback if you guys do purchase it. Don't purchase it though if you're going to use it how I did here, because I think you're probably just going to frustrate yourself. If you have the right environment for it, it's probably going to be a lot of fun. That's it though for this video. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.